It's a Western Conference battle here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Latina in the NBA. An annual tradition celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. We look at the Mavericks. You know, it's getting pretty urgent for them, fellas, during this losing streak, going without a win in their last 6 games.
Kevin, in recent games, their luck has been all bad and tough. And that could very well continue against the team they're facing here in this ball game. It's not going to be easy to end the streak.
And you don't want to have to face these guys on any given night. Never mind when you're in the midst of a struggle. But the timing could not be worse, but the opportunity couldn't be any better.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got Perry Jones. Cullen is out there with Payne. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Freak missing. We're about 1 minute into the first. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. McCollum with the ball. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Payne. He started close. No good there off the double clutch. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against New York.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Russell, again, Los Angeles.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Payne. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Parsons, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on D'Angelo Russell. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the night.
Chandler Parsons. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Freak. Lets it go from deep, and he gets it to go. Freak's got 5 now.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical, dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Jones from outside. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Screen by Jones. And Parsons kicks to McCollum. And then Jones with the jam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Here's Payne after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. They set the pick. Feeds it to McCollum. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And he makes the first. Thomas checked in for the Lakers. Rivers comes in for Lou Williams. Larry Sanders is checked in for Dallas. Matthews comes in for Parsons. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Earlier I spoke with Caleb Canales. I asked him about the difficulty defensively against a team that's so smart and controlled offensively. He said that's a great point. They really do a terrific job of executing their offense. Not a lot of miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And down 1-0 in the season series, guys. We'll see if they can even it up.
Thanks, Doris. So keeping the opposing shooters in check, guys, they're making that a very high priority right now.
I think that's smart. I mean, you have to identify what your opponent's strengths are, and he's done it correctly.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, if you let their shooters get even a tad comfortable, you're playing with major fire there.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. He that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. Temple comes in for Russell, and then for Dallas. Anderson, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum, and it's Tyler Johnson in for Kane.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Now here's Matthews. 20 points for him last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. That is good.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Mavericks pick up 3. Stolen by Anderson. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him. A nice shot by Anderson.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And Temple kicks to Thomas. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. There's Freak. Nice move. And the layup is up and in. Freak's got 11.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Hibbert kicks to Freak. Off target from 3-point range. Anderson dishes to Johnson. Screened by Sanders. And here's Matthews from the arc.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his team.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Freak, he's in at small forward. Rivers out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Larry Nance. And it's Dallenberg in at the 5, down low. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Offensive rebound. O'Quinn, the pass to Parsons. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
There's Freak. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Anderson kicks to Parsons. Down low, O'Quinn. And it's sent back from Dallenberg. The shot's good from O'Quinn. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. They set the screen. And a wide open look for Freak. Misses the 3. So for Dallas, their last game a loss to the Clippers.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
No luck.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Matthews with it. Williams picks him up. Johnson, a wide open look. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Lakers leading by 3. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks, boy, was he tremendous. He had 52 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Finds the open look, and it's on target. Freak's got 5 points in the quarter.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
There's the pick. There's the dish to Parsons. And it's Dallas with another.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Williams passes to Freak. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Right at the free throw line, Larry Nance comes up with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Freak. He's got 16 points and 3 blocks.
You can tell he's got it in his mind that he is just going to take this game over.
And it takes confidence and skill to be able to do that, and he's doing it with major composure. There's no doubt about it. He's in control and making it happen for himself and his team.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Whiteside's checked in for Dallenberg. Rando comes in for Nance. Thomas checked in for Williams. And it's Russell in for Austin Rivers. Marjanovic gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Russell dishes to Freak. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
To the inside, kicks it out to Jones. Some nice passing here by Dallas. No good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from 3-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
And that one's good.
Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash my...
And that concludes the...
Your Lakers, 40. The Mavericks, 32.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Chandler Parsons out there with Jones. Then it's Payne. Then there's C.J. McCollum.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Mavericks trail by 11. Now Payne. The feed now to Jones. Soft touch off the glass. Jones has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
Williams kicks to Freak. Wasted no time on that one. Freak's got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. In the corner, Parsons with it to the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads from 13. The offensive rebound. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
The Mavericks have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early. Russell passes to Freak. Parsons with some nice D.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
He kicks it to McCollum. There's a screen. No one near him. And he gets it to go. McCollum's got 7.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Russell kicks to Freak. Outside Williams. Second chance shot. And it's Freak missing.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Stolen by McCollum. There's the pass to Payne. Parsons, right side. Here's Marjanovic, and Whiteside sends it back.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Pass to Freak. Takes a 3. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Here's Marjanovic. Parsons outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the miss by Parsons. Los Angeles leading by 6. Williams kicks to Freak. Back to Williams. There's the screen. He dishes it to Freak. The Lakers rebound. The Mavericks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. McCollum, no good.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Freak. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Well, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. But he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Williams. Parsons on the wing. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Parsons got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. A different look for Dallas.
Rotate over.
1:51 left in the 3rd. Dishes it to Temple. Mavericks trail by 8. Freak in at the 3. Whiteside is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Russell. And it's Rivers in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Russell with the bucket.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Good. 9 points for Wesley Matthews.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Russell dishes to Freak. On the wing, Nance. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Freak throws it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Matthews into the lane, and Whiteside sends it back.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, well, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Randall's checked in for Nance. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Rivers.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Now here's McCollum. He's covered closely and stolen by Russell. Passes it to Whiteside. Here's Freak. The three-pointer no good. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Parsons running, so the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling. Take a look at what McCollum's done. He has 8 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Here's Freak. And a miss there on the triple.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Payne kicks to Parsons. Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. Clock at 4. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
All right, Staples Center. Look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Laker girls.
Lakers leading by 11. Williams kicks to Freak. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up. Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Russell passes to Freak from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. Inside, here's Jones. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Russell kicks to Freak. Picked by Randall. 6 to shoot. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Parsons. Shot clock at 3. Here's Freak. Los Angeles with another miss.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Parsons.
Another bucket in the paint? That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it.
And that one's good. Freak.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Caleb Canales' huddle. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
That's good. And 11 points for Chandler Parsons.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in this second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
And that one's good. Freak.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him. And he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Here's McCollum. Kicks at the paint. Nobody near Parsons. No good on the three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Russell dishes to Freak. Off target from outside. Mavericks trail by 9. McCollum passes to Payne. McCollum kicks to Parsons. Parsons can't get that one to fall.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Puts it up. And there it is again. Nice make there from Freak. Freak's got 42 in the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Parsons. Parsons can't get that one to fall.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
Randall kicks to Freak. Fires it up. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
McCollum dishes to Payne. No good with the triple. Now here's Freak from deep three-point range, and the basket good.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all...
Oh, girl.